Building.
What building?
This building.
What building you talking about?
This building. The house of. I was going to say this building. Let's just go with that.
This building, that building. What building do you speak of, Mr. Lane?
Alright. This is what we rocking with tonight. We're gonna be talking about spiritual teachers or master teachers. We've been having a lot of clients come to us complaining about master teachers that they've been dealing with that are spiritual, quote unquote. And they're claiming to be on a mission to usher in the 144,000 people of the planet. This master teacher claims to do exorcisms and revive the dead. Can you believe that shit? Boy, we got a real life Jesus Christ on our damn hands. You know what I'm saying? This nigga revived the dead. Oh, man.
Wait, hold on, y'all. All right.
Hold up.
Peace and blessings, Facebook. Peace and blessings, YouTube. All right, y'all. Tonight we're talking about fake masters, spiritual master teachers. We're talking about archangels, and we're talking about the 144,000, okay? Now, I'm going to let Brother Dinkwa start with, first let me just say this. I've been getting calls for maybe about the last month or two. And I'm not one that's about mentioning nobody's name. I'm not here to tarnish nobody's character or say anything bad about nobody. But I will speak on somebody who's taking people's money, taking thousands of dollars, and taking advantage of weak people's souls. And these people are no different than the pastors that we see in a Christian church. Let's get it right, y'all. Okay?
They worse than the pastors.
Worse than the pastors. Now, there's a couple of them that's walking around here in the so-called conscious community. We're not going to mention any names. I can't say I know them personally, but I will say that I did have one of them personally on my radio show. I'm not going to mention any names because you know what? I'm not the type of person that's here to tarnish anybody's character, but I'm here to speak the truth and only the truth and what's righteous and what's not righteous, okay? Now, again, tonight, for those who just joined us on Facebook and YouTube, tonight we're talking about fake spiritual masters, okay? Archangels, who are they and what do they represent? Because I got a few people calling about, oh, well, I talked to Archangel Michael, and I talked to Archangel...
And I talked to Ariel.
And I'm like, what? You talked to what angel? Who? You know what I mean? So we're going to get into archangels, who they are and what they really are, okay? And then we're going to talk about the 144,000, okay? But I'm going to let Brother Dinkwa start with master teacher. We will not say any names.
It's a couple of them, so y'all won't be able to guess.
Right.
But, you know.
But you just figure it out. So we're going to tell you, one of them we got a complaint about yesterday. This is not the first time I've heard about people complaining about this particular brother, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no, a couple of them, like I was saying in the beginning, they say they do exorcisms. Like, I'm not saying that, spiritual people like us, we do exorcisms. But the thing that I don't believe is he said he raised people from the dead. Now don't get me wrong, there are rituals to raise people from the dead, but I don't see that he has this kind of power. When I was reading his spirit and his soul, I was really seeing that he was a con artist. And these other brothers that I was reading, they're the same thing. It's like 3 of them, but it's 2 real popular ones. They even claim to be one of the top dogs in the let's just say, how can I put this without they claim to they run they counsel with beings, and they like run a how can I put this, a federation or something like that. I'll just say it like that. And space aliens and all of this type of shit, and it just, when I was reading it and I was really reading in spirit, I was saying that they really do study. I see that they actually study a lot of stuff that they've been taught by other teachers and other psychics that they have that they know are real. I won't say no names, but it's just funny because, and then they have the nerve to talk about certain celebrities and say that they're of Lucifer and all of this, but they don't realize that celebrity they're talking about is more of a god than them. I don't even want to read all of that because they're gonna know who we talking about.
Let's get to the point.
Because if I say all of this, they're gonna know who I'm talking about.
They say this person, this master teacher says that Kendrick Lamar is Lucifer. Okay. He says he's here on a mission to usher 144,000 people off the planet. Okay. He says he's part of a council, galactic council. Okay. He says that women who have abortions suffer catastrophic karma debt. Okay. These are some of the things he's saying. Okay. He says drinking dark rum or Hennessy attracts bad spirits. Okay. And according to what this article is saying, it says he sells training programs for as much as $12,000, y'all. $12,000. Now, let me explain something to y'all. $12,000.
And he'll make you an altar for $5,000. You get an altar for $5,000, boy. Man, that's a good ass deal.
Shit. All right, y'all. I'm trying not to talk too much because I had toothache. I got some tooth things going on, so I'm not going to be talking too much and too loud like I usually do, so I'm going to try to keep it cool. But let me explain something to y'all. Let me say something to these fake master teachers. The worst thing you want to do is you want to take advantage of your own people. Christians have done that already. Your pastors have done that already. They have done over and beyond of taking advantage of weak-souled people, okay? This is why when you look at the churches, you see more women going to church than men, because women are supposed to be more emotional, which is not true. Men are more emotional. But let's get one thing straight. Now you have a set of people that are galactic beings and, higher forces from different planets. Now, I'm in agreement with the different planets because I come from the planet Saturn. Am I crazy? I don't give a goddamn what you think. I know where I come from. The Dogon said we come from different star systems. I know that I come from the planet Saturn. How do I know? Because I just know what I know. Zulu said they come from Mars. Okay? So there's a lot of truth to saying that we come from different planets or star systems. Okay? But when you start talking out the side of your goddamn neck, you came here to do what? Guide the 144,000 off of the earth. Let me explain something to y'all. They even speak about the 144,000 in the Bible. The 144,000 are the chosen ones that will become indigenous or that are already indigenous to the land, who are the caretakers of this earth, okay? So when this person speaks about guiding the 144,000 off of the earth, I don't know what he's talking about, okay? I don't know what he speaks of. I know that I am a chosen one of the 144,000. How do I know? Because I know what I know, okay? Now, these master teachers are out here charging people an arm and a leg. I heard one charges goddamn $3,000 for a goddamn book. $3,000 for a goddamn book? Have you literally lost your goddamn mind?
See, that's why we be bumping heads. I be telling you, just bring your book out. You got it. You almost there. You got to get it done. No, I'm just playing.
Look here, I'm working on my books, and when the Spirit says it's time to come, they're going to come out. I got to work on them. They got to be right, and my books are going to give messages. My books are going to give messages, okay? So when I finish working on my books, you will get the message, and the message will resonate with your mind, your body, and your soul. Peace and blessings to my brother, Willie Fields. Hi, I love you, my brother. I'm going to call you soon. I'm going to call you. But anyway, so when I get my books, I was going to work. But my thing is, we have these master teachers out here taking advantage of people's weak and vulnerable souls. Now, I'm watching the video and I'm looking at the people. They really like all into what they saying. And each person that this man is reading, I'm reading his soul. I'm saying, that's a weak soul. That's a weak soul. That's a weak soul. You got these people brainwashed and programmed.
And half of these people, when they're telling them the visions that they have, he really has no idea what they're talking about. He just looking for clues and hints there so he can go off with it. And it just reminds me of that damn, what's that, the TV show we was watching with the guy, he's a fake psychic, and then he gets beat up by this guy. What's the name of that show?
What show?
The one we was watching with the guy, he got beat up with the white. He was a psychic in L.A. in California.
I forgot.
With the gypsies.
Oh yeah.
And
something I forgot the name.
They was hustling people, and he told his girl, he told his chick that her dude was cheating. The dude got mad, followed him, and beat the hell out of him. And then he started having visions for real. He started seeing this future for real, and it's a pretty good show. But it was just showing how they con people. Now, this lady, she was really good at making money, so and spotting talent. So she had a guy that really had a gift, and they was really doing what they was doing. And then the other guy came along. He was a better talent, but he had no gift. So they just show how they do it. People come and sit in the crowd, and they got mics to their chair, and they listen to these people conversations while they wait an hour for the guy to come out. And then they listen to the conversation, and they tell them where they're sitting at, and the speaker starts keying in on these people and then telling them what's going on with them and who they here to see and all of this. And they give them that, you know how they say give your email address and all of that. So when they giving them that email address when they going in, these people, they're looking up, they checking their background, checking their Facebook accounts, and finding out everything about them. So when it's time for the teacher to come out, he already has a bunch of notes of these people to listen to, and they tell him in his ear who to talk to, what to say, and all of that. And that's what it reminded me of watching this guy. Well, actually, there's two of them that I watched, the ones that charge a lot of money. But, it's pretty
Well, not
funny.
only this spiritual teacher said, Archangel Michael chimed in and said that his mother had given him a awakening 144,000. Let me explain something to y'all about the archangels. This is the same thing when we get into Christianity. Mm-hmm. Christianity, Greek, you understand? Roman, Greek, Roman, Christian, okay? Now, archangel, which is a Greek word that means chief, okay? Or a higher angel, okay? Now, when we understand and understand the meaning of these archangels, out of the 7 archangels, one of them is called Lucifer, okay? Now, you all know Lucifer to be who? The devil, right? So if Lucifer is the leader of the 7 archangels, then that means they all some goddamn demons and devils, right? I heard more people say they're calling on these archangel Michaels and Raphael and Uriel, or however you say Uriel. Ariel, and who else? What else is there? What are the other ones? Let's see. What are the archangels?
Michael, you got Ariel, you got Gabriel. It's another one that the most, and then also we were talking about in these movies lately, the theme in these shows, the theme has been Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, and we like, why the fuck are these? They supposed to be good, but these angels are real fucking evil. They're killing people and all kind of shit.
And they got a lot of shows showing how these people, cause y'all know there's a lot of truth to them TV shows, because everybody wants to decode them, or movies where these angels are evil. Now, but if Lucifer falls under the category of the 7 archangels, which means higher chief angels, and that means they must be some goddamn demons, okay? Now, I'm not into that. I get a lot of sisters and brothers that I talk to that I do readings for. Oh, well, I called on Archangel Michael, and he guided me, and he helped me with this, and he helped me with that. I'm like, oh, okay.
But then we also have we also have the stories where we've had people numerous times come in and they tell us, well, I started calling on Archangel Michael and I started losing money. I started getting attacked by spirits and all kind of shit. I started losing everything, and this happens more than not, and and they don't really get it, like they just really don't get it. A lot of times you calling on these spirits, and these spirits are not for you.
They're not only for you, but think about it. They were created, it's a Greek name. So you're calling on angels that have nothing to do with your original culture, okay?
Facts.
And basically, what this sounds like to me is each one of these archangels do something like when we call on our African gods. You have Raphael, which is the healer angel, you know what I mean? But I don't know because I feel like, they tell you to use these angels quicker than they tell you to use your ancestors. You know your ancestors was here at one time. You know that your mother or father was here if they're not alive anymore. So why wouldn't you call on your ancestors opposed to these archangels who, for one, really were created by a lower force of energies, okay? Mm-hmm. And have been created along with the person or the spirit named Lucifer. I ain't calling on nothing with the name Lucifer next to it, and he's the leader of the angels. Y'all can kiss my
and
black ass.
And you gotta realize a lot
okay?
of these angels were created to wage war on on humanity, or the some on the fallen angels and stuff like that. But they were nonetheless they were created to wage war.
Go ahead, Brother Dinkle. I hear you.
And like I say, a lot of people start getting attacked by these beings and these spirits. So you really.
How many people that's watching right now call on archangels? Tell the truth. Don't lie, cause we talking about them. Tell the truth. I'm trying to pull up Facebook so I can see y'all questions closer, y'all.
I'm trying to. I can't remember that show. The show that we're talking about, it comes on Hulu. It's not Tales from the Hood, but I know which one y'all talking about. That was on Tales from the Hood too, where they got a guy. He's dressed up like Papa Legba, but he's actually supposed to be Satan. He's a black dude, and he, get this white guy or whatever. But we're not talking about that one. It's I cannot remember the name of that show, but it's like based out in California, and they're like scheming these people really bad.
Well, Courtney. You say the 7 archangels.
Yeah, Shut Eye. That's what it is. Shut Eye. You right.
That's Shut Eye. That's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show.
But Courtney, the 7. We actually have more than 7 chakras, and I'll be talking about this in my book. Okay, but we have more than 7 chakras. Every organ in your body has chakras, right? We have 256 chakras or more in our bodies. Okay, now. You have a lot of the Indian faiths that deal with the archangels. They call them something a little bit different, but they're all in the same kind of energy, all the same type of energy, and some of them do call them the same name. Because I think I don't know if it's one of the Indian faiths that they call an Archangel Michael, okay? Now, at the end of the day, based off of the meanings of these archangels, it sounds like some of the African gods we use, like Raphael, Archangel Raphael, is supposed to be for healing. So in African traditions, Baba Luaye is one of the popular ones for healing, okay? Okay? And it's sort of like the same concept in African traditions, which been here first, okay? Mm-hmm. But it sounds like when they created Christianity, and Christianity came into a belief system that many wanted to believe in, they had to match, the traditions of African traditions. To hide, or not even just to hide, but to match it, to make it look better. Now you got black folks walking around here calling out Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and they did come to me, and I seen him. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. All right. You know what I mean? Mia says, I never called on archangels. I don't call on them. I use though. Majestic Ra, tell me what's the purpose of using archangels. And not only that, archangels that have Lucifer as one of the 7. Now, some say Lucifer is God, and some say God is the devil. And Lucifer is God, and you know how that goes, right? Who the hell knows?
I think they're the same being, Lucifer, and that's my theory on it. Only because when you get into the names of Jesus, one of his names was the star of the morning star, and that's also Lucifer's name, and they carry the same energy. He's a trickster, and Jesus is a trickster. Y'all can't relate it to that yet because y'all really don't understand the stories and the things that Jesus did. And also, a lot of people that study the Bible or read the Bible, they don't count the Apocrypha, and they don't count the other books that talk about Jesus when he was a child. If you get into it's a book. It's called I think it's called I forgot what it's called. It's the lost book of Eden or something like that. And in this book, and it has the different books that were taken out about Jesus' life as a child, and it talks about one time this boy ran into Jesus, knocked him down. So Jesus cursed him and said, "As I have fallen down, you shall fall down and die and not get up." And Jesus killed the boy. So, but they didn't put that in the Bible. They took that book out of the Bible. So it's a lot of things that, y'all don't understand, or know about when y'all calling on these things. You know what I'm saying? And another thing they took out that they didn't put in the Bible that are in other books, and if it's not in the Bible, these books that they didn't put in the Bible, they say they don't exist, that they're fiction and not real. But nonetheless, they decided not to put them in the Bible when they were putting the Bible together. And like the whole Adam and Eve story, a lot of people don't know. In the original Adam and Eve story, Eve was not Adam's first wife. So for y'all who don't know, go look it up and you'll see who Adam's first wife was. And you'll find out who Eve really was. Adam was really committing incest. But go look it up if y'all don't know, and y'all see.
All right. Courtney says Lucifer, son of the morning. Lucifer is Set. No, Lucifer is not Set. A prophet is Set. Excuse me. A prophet is Lucifer. Courtney. A prophet is the serpent god of ancient Egypt. He sometimes was associated being linked to Set, but Set is not Lucifer. A prophet is Lucifer or the serpent god in ancient Egypt. Mm-hmm.
Yep, Lilith. Lilith is actually Adam's first wife.
Who said that?
Demi Jewel. Lilith is Adam's first wife, and but when she had Eve, he was so in love with Eve, he had to be with her. So she was heartbroken by it and left, and went into the land of, I think, was it Nod, and after Lilith had her baby and her son, then he went into the land of Nod, and that's who he actually had a baby with. He had a baby with his grandmother. But the Bible is full of incest that people don't really know about because those books they didn't allow you to know about those books. You got to research and find those books.
Right. Majestic Rod says, I used to call on Michael for protection. That was it. But I want to know who told you to call on Michael. Who told y'all to call on those archangels? That's what I want to know. Because people walking around calling on angels, they're not even knowing they probably demons. Real talk. You calling on angels. Now, let's go back to, again, the word arch meaning what? It's a Greek word meaning chief of all angels, head of all angels. Now, in African traditions, we didn't have angels. We had ancestors. We had many, many gods. We called them gods, but we didn't call them angels, okay? So, Majestic Ross said, now what made you switch from calling on Michael to calling on your ancestors, Majestic Ra? But I don't deal with the archangels. Let me tell you something. What kind of energy did you get, Majestic Ra, when you was dealing with archangels? Y'all be honest now. Be honest, because everybody and their mother's calling on archangels, not knowing that they probably disagreeable spirits. That's what I see anyway, y'all.
I'm walking by faith. She says, I haven't called on any archangels, but I've had readers tell me I'm surrounded by them. I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's bad. That's bad. You surrounded by some beings you don't even know. You ain't never seen. You know what I mean? Beings you don't know, you never seen. Beings you call on that don't know that could come and possess your body. Beings that, they say that they'll do this for you and they doing other things for you. You calling on low-level beings You see what I'm saying? And if you disagree with me, show me different. Somebody show me different. You calling on these archangels who was created by another man, and you calling on these angels that you know that didn't exist. Only man created these angels, right? Come on now. I'm not calling on nothing that I don't know that exists to come walk with me but my ancestors. Because I know my mother was here. I know my grandmother was here. I know my godmother was here. My aunt, my uncle, my grandfather. My father was here. I know they was here. That's the only one that could come I'm calling on.
All right.
YouTube pushed a lot of people calling on. I know they did, Mia. They sure did, because that's all you see on you. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, call on this angel. Shit.
Nova America said the church told them to call on the archangels.
The church told them Nova America? Shit, they probably did. I thought YouTube pushed... Okay.
Cosmic Consciousness. Glad you're here. My first live show. Much love from Louisiana.
Peace and blessings, Louisiana. Where you get Cosmic Consciousness from? That's the name of my product with White Powder Gold, Cosmic Conscious You. Don't be stealing now, goddammit. Don't be stealing. Okay? All of my people have told me I'm surrounded by professional. I haven't called on any angels, but had readers all around me. So, y'all, let me ask y'all, how do y'all feel about them? Do y'all even take the time to research this stuff? Do y'all take the time to research this information? Somebody tell you to call in a goddamn archangel. He show up to you talking about Archangel Michael. He show up to you with some goddamn vampire teeth in the night. Somebody told me that. I had a client that came to me and said, oh, well, they told me to call on Archangel. He came to me and he looked like Jesus. But when he opened his mouth, he had sharp teeth.
That's a demon. That's a demon. Hey, yo. Yeah. Man. But anyways.
Isaiah Coleman said I was going to start working with the archangels. Well, you're damn right. You better leave him alone. I remember this woman told me that. She said, I called on him and he came to see me. He smiled and he had sharp teeth. I said, but you calling on Archangel Michael. Well, you go right ahead and goddamn and call on Archangel. Now, let me tell you this. When you got many people, like I tell people all the time, in Christianity, right? You got millions of people calling on God, Allah, Jehovah. Okay, I don't tell Christians that they don't exist, because you have to remember death and life are the power of the tongue. So when you speak life into something or words, you're going to be able to manifest it into existence, okay? So God may exist in your world. If you've been calling on God for 20, 30 years, oh, God, come see me, come save me, okay? God is going to come to your world because you got a million people calling on this made-up deity called God. You got a million people calling on Jesus. Now, the problem comes when they say what they look like, okay? Now, when you tell me, I had this lady calling to my radio show years ago, y'all. This woman got mad. She argued with me. She cussed me out. Well, she tried to cuss me out. Ain't nobody cussing me out. But she tried to cuss me out. Don't tell me I seen Jesus. And I said, I bet you I can tell you what he looked like, right? So the woman said, oh, I said he was kind of bronze and he had hair, real long wavy hair. She goes, that's right, that's who I seen. I seen Jesus. I said, yeah. I said, all you did was see a picture that was planted in your subconscious mind that was showed to you of Jesus. I said, you didn't see Jesus. That woman got mad. Don't tell me I seen it is. Hung up the phone on the damn radio show. I said, I don't give a goddamn, because at the end of the day, when you're given a picture and it's planted in your subconscious mind, and for years and years you've been told, just like for years, if y'all remember back in the day, the great-grandmothers have a picture of white Jesus on the wall. Y'all remember the episode of Good Times when Michael said, hell with that, we're going to put a black Jesus up? First of all,
they want to beat his damn ass.
Yeah, they want to beat his ass. But the thing about it, so if people have seen or feel like they have seen these different deities, then I'm going to say they're not lying. because many people are calling up the energy of Jesus and God, and along with being given an image, these deities will begin to manifest in their worlds. So, is Jesus and God real? In your world, they're real, okay?
Is that why children see Santa Claus? I'm just asking, because children believe in Santa Claus, they be seeing them. I'm just saying.
If you show a child a picture of Santa Claus, it's sort of like the black and white test they did, y'all. On the commercials, your kids always see white dolls, white dolls, white dolls. So when they do the black and white doll test with the children, quite naturally, black children are picking white dolls. So it's sort of like suggesting and implanting information into their subconscious minds. Okay? Okay, let's see what people will say. Majestic Ross says, no one told me. I just used to call Michael because I used to hear that they was good for protection. I didn't see no results, and YouTube have all these videos inspiring people to call on them. Yeah, because YouTube's a bunch of goddamn demons and damn selves. Shit.
You want to read any of these? You want to answer any
Go
of
ahead.
these questions?
Go ahead.
Let me see. Okay. Jelly bean. Oh, what do you think about Papa Legba? Is he a demon, and is he dangerous to work with? I just heard about him today. You want to answer that?
You want to answer that because
you answer that because I always
I'm
answer.
not answering that question.
Why you don't answer that?
That's your best friend. That's your best friend. Papa Legba is your best friend. Don't ask me to answer nothing about Papa Legba. You know damn well you want to ask it. You want to answer that question. So stop playing.
You could just answer the question.
Look here, this
because he talked to you too.
Look here, y'all. This man right here. If I just mention Papa, he gets happy when I talk about Papa. Never mind the Legba part. I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to let you answer that.
Well, to answer your question, Jelly Bean, nah, he's not a demon. Papa Legba is more like a... he's good to work with in magic, but he's more like... He's the best way to use him is to ask him for guidance and, ask him... Because he'll come through and give you really good advice. Just make sure you're doing the right thing by him. That's what I gotta say about that. Because a lot of people are scared to him because they say he's a trickster. But really, if you choose the wrong decision, that's on you. And they try to compare him to the devil, but he's nothing like the devil.
Like they did in the Coven.
Like they did in the Coven. He's not the devil.
How you know? You seen Papa Legba? How you know? Tell me what he looked like.
He come in many forms. But he looks like an old bald-headed man.
Is he black or white?
He's black.
Oh, he's black?
Sometimes he's black, sometimes he's white. Sometimes he could be Spanish. He could come in many forms.
Okay. Told y'all he know about Papa Legba. All right. Courtney says, really, I don't believe in the archangels. How people portray it to be the mind is powerful. And whatever you believe manifests, I think it's just a reflection of a person's mental and spiritual state.
I never seen him with a top hat. I seen somebody with a top hat, but not Legba.
Okay, Sherry Brooklyn says, I believe the archangels are the reptilians. What you think about that?
Could be.
All right. Sherry Brooklyn, Majestic Rock Christians are quick to say Jesus is harmless. So they stick to what they have been programmed with. Exactly, Majar.
But they say that, but I've seen these people we call Christian witches, or white Christian witches, or whatever you want to call them. When I say white, I don't mean like skin color. I mean they call themselves white witches or Christian witches. And when they do their rituals and stuff, they do their petitions and everything, or whatever they working over, and then they always finish their prayers with, in Jesus' name, amen. So don't think... And they be doing evil rituals too, using Jesus' name. So don't think that you could just like people use Jesus for bad and good. So you make your own decision on that.
Hey, Tamika. Let me tell y'all something. I did a radio show years ago, too. If y'all have not heard any of my radio shows, I probably did over 10,500 shows. We did a show, how we show, they do rituals in the church. Baptist church, Protestant church, Catholic church, they do rituals in the church, too. Don't let them goddamn Christians fool you. They be burning candles. They be burning frankincense and myrrh. They be patting the goddamn the shakers and the tambourines, and they be singing. Those are rituals. Are y'all not paying attention? They do rituals in church every Sunday. The pastor puts a spell on you when he reads that Bible. When he puts the death, they say death and life is in the power. The time the pastor, he puts a spell on your ass. So they do rituals in church. So when them Christians try to act like they are so goddamn holier than thou, and they ain't doing rituals. They do every damn ritual we do, with the exception of goddamn sacrificing animals to the gods. So let's not get it confused. And even back then, in the Old Testament, Moses sacrificed goats and burnt offerings, which were frankincense and myrrh, to the gods, okay? So, Christians did rituals. Let's not get it confused. You going to Catholic church is more scarier than the goddamn, how do you do it? When we do ceremonies, when we're calling on our God. More scary than that shit. They got the music playing and shit. With the candles and shit. And the lights out in the goddamn Catholic church. Every time I went, and we would just go play around. The kids, right? We had a big one in New York, in Manhattan. And one day, I went in there just to see and peek what people was doing. That shit, I had chills up and down my body, y'all. I'm not playing. I was like, shit, I don't see nothing but devils up in this goddamn church. It was dark up in there, and a lot of the homeless people were going there to sit in the church. And then you see all these candles lit, and they burning frankincense and myrrh. And y'all got the nerve to say, we goddamn evil? Y'all must have lost your goddamn mind. They do more rituals and goddamn spells in the goddamn church than we do in traditional medicine.
And you'll see a lot more spirits and demons in the church too. I have personally, I've seen them, and and they know who you are too, because they don't like you in church. They'll be talking about you like a dog. Look at that.
Yeah. They be doing, and the thing about it is that Majestic, right? I know they get quiet. We don't do rituals in the church. Yes, you do.
I seen a video a couple of years ago where it was a pastor. He would say, "I'm about to bless you," and he lined all these folks up, white, Hispanic, even some blacks. Well, it was a black person on the end, and he was going down the row. And he was spitting water in their mouth. I bless you. He was going down the row. He had them all on their knees, and he would spit water in their mouth. And then he would push them down and say, "You are blessed." And then he'd go to the next one and do the same thing. When he got to the black person, he was like, and he didn't want to be the only one, so he let him spit in his mouth.
Shit. That ain't no goddamn pastor spit in my mouth. That's a nasty
That's a
shit.
controlling ritual he doing to make them give up all their money.
Exactly. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Make sure they don't leave that church.
And let me tell y'all something. Them Baptists too, I remember they be going behind the church at night, be doing rituals, boy. They be doing all kind of shit. Shit, they got the nerve to be frowning their goddamn faces. Get out of here. Peace and blessings, Brother Amate. Tamika that just joined. My cousin Donna Mobley. Peace and blessings, Tiffany. D-Hart. Peace, family. All right, y'all. We got any more questions before we head off of here? Just be careful of the master teachers that's charging you $12,000 for programs and $3,000 for books. That don't make no kind of goddamn sense. Stop calling on the archangels. If you ain't getting results, it's time to keep it moving.
Y'all could get a $600 reading though from them.
$600 goddamn reading. That's just ripping people. That's just plain greedy. I don't give a goddamn if you come from goddamn whoever created the earth's goddamn self. Shit. You charging somebody goddamn what?
He bet for that much money, this nigga better teach me how to fly off the ground and make metal out of gold, make gold and everything.
Shit, I'm telling you, shit. And they talk about you bringing back the dead. Now, that can be done. It has been done in Africa before. Mm-hmm. But there's certain medicines and herbs that are used to do that.
And it's not like what you seen where they put like in Haiti where they give them the poison for the puffer fish to paralyze their body and makes it seem like they're dead. No, we're talking about really bring them back from
Really
the dead.
bringing them back from the dead, it can be done. Unless he got access to that, then I'll say it's possible. But I doubt it. And this is not to discredit these master so-called teachers, but they need to stop playing. They're taking advantage of people. It's not right. They're lying to people. It's not right. That's not to say that some of the information may not be valid. It may be valid, but do not lie and take advantage of the people that are weak. And what I got out of these master so-called teachers is they're conning a lot of people. They're taking advantage of people's weak, vulnerable minds. It's not right. And you putting on seminars and you charging damn $250 for people to come see you. That's just ridiculous.
That's why you never seen them do live readings like we be doing live readings on air, so you can call in and people can hear like what they're asking us and all of that. They don't do stuff like that.
And y'all put these people to the goddamn test. Y'all know who we talking about. A few of y'all have dealt. Kafuni, I think you're one of them. You dealt with some of these master teachers I'm talking about. Put them to the test. Make them read for you. Make them show you what they can produce for you. Stop letting them take advantage of your vulnerable, weak mind and whatever you're going through in your life. They feed off of that energy just like goddamn demons. And what you all need to do is you really need to start putting them to the test. I'm not paying you no goddamn $3,000 for a book. That's just plain goddamn ridiculous. People like that are really taking advantage of some weak souls out here, and it's not righteous. And I feel sorry for them because these master teachers don't understand. Galactic, cosmic, whatever you want to call yourself, because I call myself a universal. I'm indigenous to this universe. But I do know what I know, and I'm not taking advantage of people's weak and vulnerable minds, people who hardly have money. You got people taking their goddamn income tax. I got a client told me that she was dealing with a gypsy or Italian woman who was making her pay her goddamn income tax every year. You must have lost your goddamn mind. Young black girls, too. Not knowing that they were powerful.
All I know is she must not have been a black woman from America. Because a black woman from America ain't giving her income tax back check.
All I'm saying, this woman was taking advantage of these young ladies, and it pissed me off. And it pissed me off for the simple fact is, you going to tell her, because you know people are very, very into spirituality. Mm-hmm. You have people from the islands, from different places that are very big on dealing with spirituality. So, go ahead.
But the sad thing, the sad thing that I see is a lot of these people that they're preying on are more spiritual than the people that's ripping them off.
But they don't tell them that. Yeah, and that's what I seen with this Italian woman. She had these young girls not knowing their own power. Mm-hmm. She had them thinking she was more powerful than them. She had this girl pay her $2,000 for a ritual that didn't work. Okay? That's not righteous. And she had her thinking that she still had to keep feeding her money so she can do work for her. It made me very angry.
What about the lady who paid like $10,000 that went and got a loan to get this woman? Remember that lady?
Yeah, that was my friend Stephanie. She went and played this. I got funny. I know they had this woman charge her $10,000 for a goddamn crystal. I'm serious, y'all. $10,000. See, people like this, I have a low tolerance for. People like this, I will call the hell out because it's not right. You got people taking their savings out to get work done, and people feed off of this, and they don't care. All they care is that their goddamn fat pockets are lined up with money, and they living lavishly and comfortable while you up there giving your money, feeding off of your energy of being lonely, depressed, losing love, or whatever it may be. And I got a problem with that. Now, real spiritualists, okay? Of course, when you're doing this work, I do this work 24/7. Of course I need to charge. I got bills to pay too. Mm-hmm. But I try to be reasonable, right? if I and I haven't done any lectures in a while, we're gonna start going out again. Well, we're gonna start going out in the springtime. But $250 for someone to come see you, what kind of shit is that? These people are really making me angry because they're taking advantage of a lot of people. And this is just not black. I see white folks up in the mix of it too. Hispanic folks up in the mix of it.
All cultures.
All cultures. Mm-hmm. And these people are feeding off of the people that have very weak souls, that are dealing with a lot in their lives, and that are looking for some type of savior or looking for some type of hope in their lives. That's not right, family. And these master teachers are doing that, and they're going to pay. They're going to have to pay hell. Excuse me. Now, that one master teacher that said something about, what did he say? He said something about women that have abortions. First of all, you goddamn fool. And that's right, I'm saying it. First of all, women who are not educated about the importance of not having abortions will not receive karma. Because they're not perfect beings on this earth. Okay? And there are many who are not educated. They don't understand that babies are blessings, and they're truly a blessing when they come through your womb. So he's saying they're going to get karma and go to hell. What the hell are you talking about? You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. It made me mad when he said that. And it's like, oh, people who drink dark rum or Hennessy are what did he say? Dark spirits or whatever.
I stopped listening to his ass when he started talking.
Like, shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, stop lying to the people. I have a very low, a tolerance of people who lie to people and take advantage of people's kindness and people's weak souls. Mm-hmm. Do not get it confused. Women, if you don't know, if you have not come into your spiritual selves yet, you will not get karma for having an abortion. Now, if you know better and you don't do better, then that's when you're going to be dealt with spiritually, okay? But if you are one of this world that has not come into your spirituality yet, and you don't understand what it means to not kill a child, an innocent child, then you better go ask for forgiveness for your ancestors. Go to that child who now becomes an ancestor once you have an abortion and ask for forgiveness because you did not know. And you'll be fine. Okay? Do not let this man let you think that if you have an abortion, you're gonna suffer. No. We live in a goddamn world that brainwashes and programs humanity to no avail. Mm-hmm. And this is why it's time for the 144,000 of us to rise up, to teach what is righteous, and to be the caretakers of this earth and of human beings, and to teach what's righteous and teach love again, and all the things that we're getting ready to see to come. Not to hurt people, not to harm people. That's who the 144,000 are. Not the ones that's going to take your goddamn money and take your life and suck the energy out of your body.
And out of your bank account. So, with that being said, anything else you would like to convey to the people before we go?
I just want to read the comments. They get mad when you call them out. I called out a fake master teacher. Laughing out loud, she blocked me. Yeah, she going to block you because you calling them out. And I have low tolerance for that. If you wasn't fake and if you was doing right, you would never have a problem. See, she blocked you because she didn't want you to tell the truth. No, stop playing. Don't do that. It's not right. And see, you right, Majestic Ra. They gonna get more than spiritual ass whippings. You hear what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They gonna get more than spiritual ass whippings. You taking advantage of people who really, you got women with children that are really looking for hope, just like the women in the church, you know what I mean?
And when that comes, it's gonna be like, it's gonna hurt because it's gonna be like, remember that pastor that was doing all of that way back in the day, like in the 80s, Jimmy Swagger, remember mm-hmm. that? Jimmy Swagger? Mm-hmm. He lost everything. But now, I don't know, it seems like the people in the church don't really care about scandals. You had that one guy that was sleeping with the boys, and that ruined his church for a little bit. And yeah, Eddie Long.
But you see what happened to him? He's no longer alive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But that was his spiritual karma. But I'm just saying that he eventually built the church back up before he died. But,
And let me tell y'all something. Majestic Raw, he's gonna get a spiritual ass whipping, a cosmic ass whooping, a earthly ass whooping. He gonna get a whip from every goddamn element on this earth. All of the master teachers.
And see, too, another thing is when you fake, a lot of the people that do spiritual work, they be jealous of you anyway. They might start doing rituals on them anyway, because that what happens.
Courtney Brown, what's her name? You said she came to our store before, and Brother Dinkler offered her a reading, and she got paranoid and scared, and letting him read her. This was before I knew her, who she really was. Who are you talking about, Courtney? Call her ass out, because she fake. Call her ass out, she fake.
Don't put it in there.
I put it in there. They need to be exposed because they're taking advantage of people.
I'm saying
taking advantage of people.
Courtney might not want no drama.
Well, my thing is they don't have to. If you ain't doing unrighteous shit, you ain't got to worry about it. As a matter of fact, we're talking about Gano Grills and goddamn Mitchell Gibson. That's who we're talking about. We're talking about Gano Grills and Mitchell Gibson. And the only reason we could talk about it because their previous clients came to us and said that they were doing con artist shit. Do I have anything bad to say about them? I don't know neither one of them personally. I did read some articles. I went and did my research on both of them. What did I see spiritually? I seen bullshit. If you want to know the truth. Do I know them personally? They say, no, Gano Grills was on my show before. We had some disagreements on who Ancestors was and how it went. I could see through him back then. Yeah, we had some words. If you want to see the show, go to Nicky Love Radio on Blog Talk Radio and look up the show between Gano Grills and Nicky Love, and you'll hear the disagreements that we had. Okay? Now, that's who the hell we're talking about. I ain't fucking hiding it because they shouldn't be doing people wrong.
Interesting.
I'm not playing. Kufunya, you knew who I was talking about. Now, only reason we could say this is because we had 5 or 6 people that already came to us that went to these 2 brothers and was talking about how they was taking advantage of.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you, Courtney. So what's her name, Courtney? Who was it? It is what it is. Because people are really, come on, you taking advantage of women with kids and people with money that got families to take care of. And these people are so lost in their souls that they're paying for something that they're not getting while you living in your house and your big house and your car and you traveling all over the world with your money. Come on now. That's not right. Okay, so what did they say on YouTube?
They ain't saying nothing. They ain't talking. We don't have no questions on YouTube.
All right. We got any questions, family, before we get off of here? We got 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Majestic Law said, what? I still don't know who she is. I don't remember her. What she look like? I don't remember her.
I don't know.
Jasper Naturals is her business name. Her real name is Alicia. Who goes there?
This tab.
Alicia. What does she look like, Courtney? Because I'm not sure who you're talking about. Where's that girl at?
He'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, all right. God damn it. All right, family. So, I don't remember who she is. What she look like, Courtney? She probably... I probably didn't see her because if I was seeing her, I probably would have read through the depths of her goddamn soul.
Who is Metatron?
I don't know who Metatron was.
I don't even know who Metatron is. They said, "What about Metatron?" I don't even know who.
Who's Metatron? Candy Rain.
I think somebody else asked about Metatron. I don't know. I thought they was mispronouncing the word or something. I don't know who that is.
He's supposed to be a spiritual master. I think I heard of that before. I gotta do some research. Y'all know I like to do my research first. Because before I decided to do this show today, I did my research. I already had a conversation with Gano Grills on my radio show, and I already knew because we didn't see eye to eye. He wasn't disrespectful. I didn't disrespect him either, but I just knew my spirit wasn't feeling him. Okay? Do I have anything bad to say about them personally? They didn't do nothing to me, but I do have something to say about the people that came to me complain and taking advantage of people. Okay? So pretty much I don't oh, does she make jewelry? Does she make jewelry? She only met Brother Dinkra. Okay. She probably came in the store. She makes jewelry.
Look,
What?
Oh, they say he supposedly created the flower of life.
Is he what is he, a god? You don't remember her? Coming, a girl with short hair came in.
It's a couple of people came in trying to sell their jewelry.
I think I know which one she's brown skinned, Courtney. I think I know which one you're talking about. She said you offered her reading and she didn't want to do it. What was she fake teaching about? What was she teaching about, Courtney? Why are my things not scrolling up? It froze.
Look like it. That's right here.
Do you think a lot of master teachers get intimidated by other master teachers? You know what, Courtney? They probably do. They probably do. And honestly speaking, I know that I don't consider myself a master teacher, first of all. Ain't no such thing as a goddamn master teacher, okay? You could be a teacher, but master teacher, that title, all that shit, I don't like it because most of the time you find that master is always some fakeness behind the shit. Just like you got everybody want to be a guru and I'm a master teacher. Ain't nobody no goddamn master teacher. I don't like that. I am an African Indigenous traditional healer. Okay? I don't consider myself a master teacher. I'm a messenger. I know why I came back to this earth, which is to heal, help people, and be the messenger, okay? Now, I think what happened is he got intimidated by me when we did the show because I was in disagreement with him. You telling me, my brother, you know what I mean? I'm African traditional healer. You telling me about galactic stuff. I can tell you about galactic stuff because I get into that too. I can teach on that level, but I'm not going to lie about things that I've learned or known about the cosmic energies and the planets and all that information that comes from the ancient ones. I feel that some of this shit is fake and made up. I'm not even going to say feel. I see it. I can only share with you what them ancients give me. Mm-hmm. If I don't know it, I don't speak on it. But you can rest assured I won't be making up shit about nothing. Okay? A lot of them make up these things because they feed off of people not knowing. And when you don't know, when you don't have knowledge, you don't have choice. So you run and believe, just like people only know parts of the Bible because the pastor would only preach about certain parts of the Bible. Proverbs, this one, and people are well in Proverbs, but you don't know the whole Bible because you ain't read the whole Bible. Well, people can tell you the goddamn sky is turning purple, and if you ain't paying attention, you so vulnerable in a state of mind that you lost, you gonna believe that shit. And while we was watching the video that Gano Grills was doing, I'm listening to him, and Spirit said, nah, he's making that up right there. He don't really know. Don't do that to the people, man. I don't speak on nothing I don't know. And I don't consider myself a master teacher. And I like to say when I do teach, I'm teaching traditions, okay? But to be a master teacher, nobody's a master teacher. Ain't nobody a master at shit. Mm-hmm. People try to say that, oh, master teacher, come on now. And this is where these people, and it's like saying the pastor, like the woman. My pastor said.
That's where the con come in. When they start saying they're a master teacher, a lot of people that they claim, a lot of people that were given a title of master teacher were given a title of master teacher by other people. But now these people are calling themselves a master teacher. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you can read, you'll be able to see that they fake. But a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people that go to these master teachers, they have more of a gift than these con artists do.
And my thing is, again, any of them, if they say they can read, put them to the goddamn test. Put them to the test. Okay? She follows the teacher Juanita Bynum. I remember Juanita Bynum. Didn't she go to jail a couple years ago for doing something to her husband? I remember seeing that on the news. She said she needed 7 women to get in the circle to masturbate to get money. I looked at her. What? Well, goddamn. Ooh. Shit, you can do that shit by your goddamn self. When you need 7 women. You don't need 7 women to do that shit in your own privacy, and you do it by yourself. It's called sexual unking. It's called sexual unking. Using that sexual energy to manifest what you want in your life. It could be done with your husband, and it could also be done by yourself. But you don't need all the damn. So that's some gay shit.
She was just inviting you to the candy shop. That's
yeah,
how that
7
was.
women to get in the circle. God damn. To masturbate. Look here, Courtney. What you do is you take your husband. It's called ancient Egyptian sexual unking. Take your husband, and you all have to do this together, and you have to be on the same vibration, the same mindset. You do it with your husband. And when you are ready to have your orgasms, you think of the things that you want. And when you're ready to have your orgasm, when you're doing that, put the thoughts in your mind, and together, you take each other's breath in and out, and then what you do is you let it go when you get ready to have your orgasm, and that will help you manifest money in your life. That's one way to do it. It's called ancient Egyptian sexual unking. Okay?
And I try to unk every night.
Shit, Majestic, they ain't having no goddamn orgy. They having one big goddamn lesbian fest. That's what the hell they having. 7 women sitting up there watching each other masturbate. Shit.
Nova America says, I wish I had 7 women shoot.
What? What?
I thought we was
Who said they wish they had 7 women?
Just say it right there.
No, you don't. They suck your goddamn energy dry, Nova America. No, you don't wish you had 7 energy. Women are some powerful beings now. You don't wish you had 7 women because you'll be sucked dry like a goddamn raisin. They'll suck your energy out of you. Okay? Anyway, family, 1 minute left. Been nice. Love y'all. Gotta go. Hope y'all enjoyed the topic.
For those who want readings, visit us at wunamandadinkra.com.
Oh, hold on. Tell them about the show on the 30th. When's the 30th, y'all?
Oh, the 30th. Doing a show on, what's the name? I forgot I think it's Ringing of Stones.
Get it right. You're supposed to be my manager promotion. Get it right. Get it right.
Hold on.
Goddamn manager. Come on now.
Let me see.
So promoting your artists. Y'all see my... Okay.
Hold on. All right. Yeah. October 30th. Wunam will be on Blog Talk Radio show called Ringing of Stones Network.
Ringing Stone Network.
Your bad. And they'll be talking about Halloween, what happened to the real Memorial Day.
The show is about Ancestorween or Halloween, okay? And we'll be talking about what happened on the real Memorial Day, okay? Netars, we present African Healing Wunam Nicky Love on October 30th. I'll be on that show at 9 p.m. It's called blogtalkradio.com, the Ringing Stone Network, okay? And I'll be posting it on Facebook, so if y'all want to come over there and listen to the radio show, y'all can come over there. But it'll be October 30th at 9 p.m. I'll be on the Ringing Stone as a guest on his show, okay? And we'll be talking about Halloween or Ancestorween, okay? So be sure to tune in. And also, if y'all want readings, anybody who's new here, first time listening to us, go to our website, www.wunamandadinkra.com. Spell it.
And leave your name. if you want a ritual done and you want a reading done, leave your number and your name so we could call you.
Spell Wunam in the Dinka for they spell it upside down.
Wunam. WANAMAND. Adinkra ADINKRA.com. Messing it up. Hold on.
Get it right, brother Dinka. Come on now.
WunamandAdinkra.com.
Look, y'all, he know I got a toothache, right?
I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all. Hold on, I gotta switch.
All right, there y'all have it. Majestic Ra. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Russell Simmons. Peace and blessings. Russell Simmons. Latrell, you came late, my sister. Good night, family.
And subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. All right, we out. Blessings, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
As you go to sleep at night thinking it's gonna be alright, and I will not put up a fight. I got something for you. I'm gonna add a little sugar, gonna add a little cream, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna add a little spice and mix it just right. This is what I gotta do. I'm gonna light your fire to burn your desire. For any woman who cross paths with you, I've got you under my magic spell. I've got you under my magic spell. I'm gonna sleep real good tonight while I work my magic to get you right. When you wake, you will only want me. I will be your only fantasy. I've got you under my magic spell. 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 Mana Meka Aikua Armenua Hermenten Kermam Leturu and Sekuru. I got you under my magic spell. I got you under my magic spell. I got you under my magic spell. As you go to sleep at night thinking it's gonna be alright, and I will not put up a fight. I got something for you. Rise, sacrament.